This is the Ab Sessions, and I'm here with Abbie Bowden. Hello.
Hello.
How's everything going?
Good, thank you. Yeah.
Good.
Thanks for having me down.
That's all right. Your songs are beautiful.
You're very kind.
just being honest.
Thank you. That's very nice.
Where did you learn to sing like that?
Well, I sang for many years, originally classical, when I was at school, and then I went to uni, and I did singing, and I sort of got more into kind of bluesy type soul stuff, but I didn't actually really. I still think I sound very different to how I did when I was at uni. I didn't really get comfortable in my own skin and find my voice really until post-uni. So sort of the tone now and sort of how I sort of use my voice has sort of come about since then, really.
Did you have any inspirations in terms of people? Did you ever, when you were a kid, think, oh, I want to sound like that?
I don't know. I've never really thought about who I want to sound like at all. I mean, in terms of when I was a kid, like I loved artists. I mean, my interest in artists is grown obviously since being a teenager. But when I was a teenager, I was obsessed with like Stevie Wonder and all that kind of stuff. Stevie Wonder, and I really like Joss Stone. Does anyone remember Joss Stone?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. She was cracking. Who else did I like? I kind of like to rock out to a few things as well. I quite like to Pink Floyd. I got introduced to Pink Floyd when I was about 15 as well. But in terms of singers, I don't know really. I just sang. I didn't think about where it came from.
Okay. And what came first, the singing or the guitar?
Singing.
I just realised that I made that sound like a chicken and egg situation. What came first, the singing or the guitar? The singing came first.
Yeah.
So you learned to play guitar a little bit further on? Or?
Yeah, I started learning guitar nearly 3 years ago now. So.
Okay. And what was the the thing that made you want to do
that? Well, learning guitar. Well, basically, I'd sort of been in bands and tried to write songs, but I could never really get across how I wanted it to sound, and I knew there was something missing from my musical life, if that makes sense. So I just had this urge to buy the guitar, and since then it's the best thing I've ever done, pretty much, because it's enabled me to finally get out what I want to say, and sort of the moods that I want to create. So,
cool. Yeah. And the songwriting, where did that fit in with all of this?
Again, I always played around with bits and bobs, did bits at uni and things like that, but I didn't actually start writing sort of what I'm doing now until a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot later than I anticipated you were going to say.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a bad thing, because it means your thoughts are more mature.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I always get labelled for being quite dark, I guess. I'm quite a happy person, really. I just, I don't know. I guess, there is a lot of, I mean, loads of my songs are about sort of evolving over the last few years as a person, I guess, and sort of self-reflection on my own character and sort of things that I just, you just realise, don't you, as you're growing up. So, yeah.
Well, we've had laughs and giggles all afternoon. So,
yeah.
This isn't a morbid interview.
No. Really, no.
So, you originally come from a little bit further up north.
Yeah.
How does the music industry differ from being in the Midlands area to here in London?
I mean,
I say up north, it's any north from here, really.
Yeah, Warwickshire, basically. Yeah, there's loads of like pubs and bars and things, and there's I mean, it's just a much smaller circuit, I guess. Yeah. I do remember there being some fantastic like jam nights and things like that. And there's always some great artists, some hidden gems. But obviously, only so many venues.
So do you prefer it down here?
I do, yeah. For me, something Collective London. Yeah. I don't know.
Cool. Correct answer.
Yeah, good answer. Right?
So I've been having a little bit of a Facebook and Twitter stalk, as dodgy as that sounds. Sorry. But I've noticed you're looking for a keyboard player.
Yes.
Are you trying to put a band back together? What's the situation with that?
Bit by bit, yeah. So I'm looking for a keyboard stroke piano stroke organ player. Someone generally who's sort of up for getting involved with, sort of helping to expand the sound. And
Is this your plea so you can get any listeners to get involved?
exactly. Yeah, that's the idea. It's been hard to find the right person. So yeah, someone to work with and hopefully create more sounds.
Nice. Okay. And do you need anyone else in terms of, apart from a keyboard player?
I've in terms of, sort of arrangement of songs, I do hear a lot of vocals. I'd love to have an abundance of singers with me at every single gig, doing some oohs and some spooky stuff in the background, ideally. But obviously, it's quite a big ask. So at the moment, no, I'm just looking for the keys player, and then see where that progresses to, and then get everyone else on board afterwards, I think.
But in a dream world, if
In
we
a
could
dream
have
world.
the dream band make the sound that we ultimately want, it doesn't matter. I'll give you all the perfect
Oh, the
people
dream
to
band.
make the sound.
This is amazing.
What are we looking at?
Okay, I'm gonna really go to town here. I would have drums, timpani, no, loads of strings. I love strings. I love violin and just cello and and I'd have weird pad sounds, synth sounds, and drones, dark drones with a bit of good sort of deep distortion on them and stuff, and and a good strong bass player and rhythm section drummer things.
Wow.
In a dream world.
In a dream world. That's right. It's an interview, so you can go dream world. That's fine. So we're going to play a song now. What's it called?
This is called Changing Boats.
And what's it about?
It's actually about my friend. It's one of the first songs I ever wrote on guitar, and it was inspired by her because she loved travelling, and she essentially gave me a bit of a kick up the backside to follow through and carry on writing. So it's about her.
Island grows smaller, too close for comfort. She runs, they run, we run for us. Her mind is cryptic, filled with signs of a lost one. She runs, they run, we run for us. She's moving houses, changing boats. Overseas she goes, overseas she goes. She's moving houses, changing boats. Overseas she goes, overseas she goes. She's never coming home, never coming home. Her man always sends her to places not quite perfect. She runs, they run, overseas she goes. Overseas she goes. She's moving houses, changing roads. Overseas she goes. Overseas she goes. She's never coming home. Never coming home. Ooh. She's moving houses, changing boats. Overseas she goes. Overseas she goes.
If I'm not mistaken, you're a big fan of Anna Calvi. Is
Yes,
that correct?
I do. I love Anna Calvi. She's incredible.
Would you say that she was a bit of an inspiration of yours?
In terms of, I don't know. Yes, in terms of going, wow, she is incredible. Yes, a massive inspiration. Musically, I don't know if we at all of she's an absolutely goddess when it comes to guitar playing.
I mean, she's got a very big voice, hasn't
Yes, she's got a very big voice.
she? But then so have you.
I try. Yeah, no, she's an idol, definitely. Yeah, she's just incredible, everything she does. Yeah, she's a true artist, so I think that's the right term to use.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you've recently released your very first single.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Still.
Amazing. And you made a music video for that as well, didn't you?
I did, yeah, with my friend.
Paint us a picture of what that looks like.
Okay, so I did it with my friend. She's called Sophia Karlenberg. She's a fantastic photographer. We got together, and this was her first music video, and she did an incredible job. We both just clicked and had the right sort of, I don't know, we both just knew exactly what each other wanted, essentially, and everything just clicked. It's quite dark and spooky. It's black and white. There's a lot of in and out of focus.
Are we allowed to know where it was? Or?
Yeah, do you know what? It was actually just filmed outside of her flat. There was just a bit of land, and the idea was, because with Still, it's probably my darkest song that I've got, and essentially the idea is I wanted to create this feeling of going from complete darkness to bits of light coming in, and then completely sort of free at the end. So that's kind of essentially what the concept was. So there's a lot of that. There's moments of sort of beautiful light reflection moments and things like that. Yeah, it's nice.
Cool. I'm always intrigued by this. When you write the song, do you automatically have in your head almost like a visual for it, which is what you put in the video? Or is it you release a song, you kind of think, okay, I want to make a video, and then you go on that?
No, actually, this song, there's a reason why I released it on its own, actually. And it was because I saw it as a whole, the video thing was essential for me. This song, it sort of represents so much for that it's such a sentimental song. It just means so much. It's got such personal value. So I really wanted to put a lot of energy into it, and I did see a visual for it before I even recorded it. I knew I wanted to do a video for it. I knew I wanted to present a feeling and a mood and a sort of a concept, if you like. So no, it wasn't a case of, oh, now I should do a music video. It was the two kind of came together, really.
And was it how you imagined it would be?
Do you know what? It was actually slightly different, but I am more than happy with it. I think it's better than what I envisioned, really. Yeah.
Amazing.
So I'm happy, yeah.
Good. And if we want to check that out, we can check it out on YouTube?
Yeah, that's right. It's on YouTube. and called, I think it's under Abbie Bowden Official Still or something like that. So
Okay, we'll do like a bit of a plug bit at the end.
oh, cool!
You
Thank
can
you.
plug all your stuff.
Thank you. That's very
No
kind.
problem. In terms of the stuff that's coming up next,
Yeah.
you got an EP coming up?
Yeah, so I'm currently working towards an EP.
Yep.
In the sort of coming up months, I'm currently demoing and just sort of really honing in on what layers I want in the songs, and I've been trying out a few bits and bobs with a few people playing with. And
What's the process with that? I mean, are you recording songs especially for that, or?
So I've got a couple which they were automatically going to go into the EP, and then I've got a couple which have been a bit of a work in progress, and I don't know, it's weird. I've had like these 2 songs which I've had now for sort of about 3 months, I guess, which have been really slow to develop, partly because there's things that I can't play on the guitar which I've been trying to get my hands around, and yeah, so, and obviously it just sort of the last few months has been a lot about just really recognising the kind of sound that I want to create, I guess. Yeah. So there has been a bit of a process. Yeah, just demo.
So is there an estimated time of arrival for this EP?
Well, I should be recording it in April, so post then.
So summer?
Yeah, early summer, I'm
Early
hoping,
summer.
fingers
Okay,
crossed,
cool.
if all goes to plan.
Well, we'll keep our eyes peeled. And hopefully we can link up, when it does come up, we can link it up to the website. And do a
Oh,
bit
that's
of
amazing. Thank you so
promotion.
much. That's very kind.
Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. It's really, really cool. A really cool place to be. Such a great job you're doing. So thank you.
And if we want to find out more about you, what can we do? Where can we go?
You can go to abbiebowden.co.uk, which currently will take you straight to Facebook, because the website is under maintenance.
Okay, fair enough.
And
Story of my life.
yeah. And that's ABBEY Bowden, spelled BOWDEN. And I'm on Twitter and SoundCloud and things like that. I was telling you earlier, it's not ibuprofen, as some drunk fella thought it was. It is Abbie Bowden. Yeah, so yeah, it's all up there. And come say hey.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Bye.
Swallow me up life like you do. Dumb my lips quiet, I'll lay still. Let my heart scream till it's gold, till it turns blue. I'll lay still. Ooh. Let my heart scream till it's gold, till it turns blue. I'll lay still. I'll lay still. I'll lay still. Ooh. And in time I will follow you. And in time I will follow you. And in time I will follow you. Ooh. turn the lights out as you leave. I'll follow in time, a moment to be, and take my hand till it's clenched, then raise me up while they still. I'll lay still. I'll lay still. And in time I will follow you, and in time I will follow you, and